After a long, long off season, we are back racing. I'm your host, Speed Racer. I think my voice is pretty familiar. With me in the booth, I'm going to start with another familiar voice. He's won some races in this league. I'm pretty sure he's the main league owner as well, even though being retired for now. Riley, say hello.
What's going on?
And with me in the booth, another HMS driver. It seems like we're the only ones willing to put in the work ethic, put in the extra time around here. The driver number 24 this season, Papamosa. Say hello.
Hello, everyone.
Well, that pretty much covers that. But tonight we got trucks action at Daytona. Uh, I think we've heard this before, so I don't really need to expand on it a whole lot. But Daytona, as I mentioned these guys before the race, very many things can happen. You can end up looking like a hero, and you could also look like a zero. You could look like Dale Earnhardt, or you could look like an Olympic gymnast. It all just depends on where your luck lies and how fast you are, and who's willing to work with you. Um, just to sort of recap some moves, if you didn't watch Control Chaos. Uh, King Henry, as you can see, is in this Grant Enfinger machine. Um, just to note and recall, off the top of my head, GMS made some moves. Marner's on our team now, so is Sikkim and Movement. Um, what else do we got here? While I'm thinking about trick moves, I think who else is back in trucks? Let me look at the teams here. Just hit some big names off anyway. We don't need to go through everything. Give me 1 second. Nike is back on JGR's truck team in the Ford truck. He was kind of in and out last season. I'm sure if you guys watch Hennessy races, you know how much me and Jackson Altman love each other deeply. He's in this green truck tonight in the 97. Um, for people who also watch a lot of booths, you're going to be familiar with Code Red Do or Always Jake. He's in the 8 truck. That's why he's not here. It's because he's going to be on the racetrack. But besides some things we can mention during the race, those are pretty much the big moves. I'm going to start with Papo since I went with Riley for the beginning of the stream. Papo, what are your beginning thoughts on maybe some moves during the off season as well as tonight's race?
Well, to start off, moves off in the off season. We had quite a bit of them. I can't exactly name them all, but I do know that there was a lot of movement, especially within the trucks and cup area. But I think it'll bring a new positive look to a lot of teams. Maybe some guys were unsure if their drivers were going to make it or not. So a lot of different moves with that. For tonight's race, though, we're definitely going to see a lot of movement in tonight's race. I can say that much right now. Um, these are trucks, very tight buses, I like to call them. I think a lot of people like to call them buses. And, we're going to see a lot of trains, I believe. But we're also going to see a lot of, like, two lane, two wide, three wide action, maybe. So, yeah, I think we'll have a great, fun time here tonight.
Very well said, and I agree. I think, as the one movie title once said, we're going to see a lot of planes, trains, and automobiles tonight. Uh, Riley, what are your thoughts on some of the off-season moves in this race?
Yeah, I mean, it was a lot bigger off season because in the draft we only had one keeper this year compared to how many do we have last year? Do you remember?
I
Maybe
don't
three or
remember
four.
the exact number, but I think this season definitely had a little more excitement
Yeah, so with
moving.
that, I mean, there's different drivers in different places pretty much everywhere all around the league compared to last season. So it's just gonna be people learning how to race with each other, and that's gonna take a few races. So it might be a little rough at the start, but I think they'll get it together.
Oh, it's the start of the season. Everybody's going to be rough, but It's 8:35, so I'm assuming qualifying is going to be happening soon. Not that it matters a whole lot at Daytona. You can go from first to last pretty quickly, but
I think the big question is, talking about gang get together. Will these guys, internet, get it together for tonight's race? Definitely affected the clash. Definitely affected the duels. So watch that to be a major factor on tonight's race.
yeah, for sure. When you're all bumper to bumper on a straightaway, last thing you want to sneeze is a good old classic snake formation. It's not going to be great. Or the other one I call is Lightning McQueen, where they go like on two wheels, like he did in that part of the movie where it goes on the wall. Pretty funny. Um, I'm more interested to see how people work together. I mean, obviously, everybody has about 4 drivers on their team, but 4 is not going to be enough to outclass, 20, 25 drivers. So eventually, I would have to assume that we get packs of 8 to 12 who want to work together in some capacity. So I don't know. Maybe we see some interesting matchups. You never know. Daytona brings some interesting duels. We've seen guys who are bitter rivals who are just willing to work together because it's Daytona. As it appears based off of Shake's stream, they're in qualifying right now. So we got a few more minutes yet.
Now, knowing that it's a plate race and it's the start of the season, how much more aggressive will some of these guys get? Maybe some of the drivers who are a little iffy about the schedule and would like to get a win early this season. What's your opinion on that now?
Well, I think we talked about it in the Control Chaos. I think it's very important to win early. If you're a guy, I think the example we used was Nobes in the Cup Series. But, somebody who's maybe not the fastest, perhaps, they need that extra time, preparation, and just the simple comfortability to be locked into the playoffs early. Versus, we had a case last season, Xfinity. I don't think it's identical, but like we had to go to Talladega for the cutoff race, and nobody knew who was making it in. I had no idea. So it's hard to really know. You just want to get that win nice and early to be safe.
Well said.
And I mean, the real life example I used as well was Joey Logano. You noticed in real life lately, he's been really good at winning early in playoff rounds and in the regular season. And, being a 2-time champion the last 5 years, I don't really think has made that theory less valid. Because it's sure helped him.
Yeah, but there's one thing that he had a lot of guys didn't have last season was consistency in the playoffs, and I think that's what's going to win in this league is consistency. Not the regular season, not just the regular season, but the playoffs. Because yeah, you can sneak in on on the regular season and make it to the playoffs, but if you don't hold that same consistency as Mr. Logano had in NASCAR, I don't think you're going to go much very far without the consistency factor.
Yeah, well, like, it's not even just consistency, too. I think part of it's just trending up and down, like Steve Letarte says in real life. It's great if you're good from races 1 to 10, but, like, come race 15, you're in the playoffs, you're dead even with everybody, and you are as cold as ice. It's kind of like treading in water. But if you're somebody who is on a hot streak entering the playoffs, say you're good from little races 11 to 19, that could be just enough to sneak your way into the final 4, so as well as consistency being key, it's also key to perform when most needed. You can't win the championship at Daytona.
There's one good thing about tonight's race is that we have plenty of live streams to look over the lap counter.
We do.
Coincidentally,
Coincidentally,
like 6, 5.
I feel like Daytona, regardless of where it is or what it is going to be the most watched race of the season besides the championship, so that doesn't surprise me one bit.
Yeah, we already got some people in the live stream, and we haven't even started racing, so that's a good
Yeah.
showing.
I'm watching Shakes right now. I feel like a 2-time champ's pretty good lap counter. I know somebody earlier in the day was like, somebody else joined, so it's not an 8 shake and bake, but
Yeah,
I mean, he's the
we have
two-time
some
champ, so he deserves the respect. What can I say?
we have some engine problems for a couple of drivers. Worm says that his internet is not functioning properly right now, so um, that may also play a factor this season. Internet issues before the race. It's not just trying to make it through the race; it's also before the race you have to try to avoid.
Oh, oh. What I was gonna say was, it's better to have these kind of issues now than later in the season. If somebody wants to deal with what I just saw in the top left corner, you can go right ahead. But yeah, no, like I was gonna say, if you're gonna have problems, if you're gonna DNF, lag out, whatever, I'd rather it be at Daytona than be at Homestead. I think we can all agree, but still not ideal. Qualifying results aren't in, so we'll see who on pole here in a second. Whenever Shake Stream wants to catch up to the order.
We have a lot of drivers tonight.
We will.
Closer to 28, I believe. Somewhere up
And
those numbers.
another thing I've also noticed, especially here in Hennessy, is the start of the season is when we have the most drivers. And it looks like, oh, of course, when I'm trying to read Shake Stream is going to be when I go in 144p. Whatever. Alright. So, the pole went to Nike. He had a 47.131. So, and couldn't quite see who got second, but Nike starts on pole. I think that's the most important thing. So we'll go over that Ford track. We'll talk about him for a second since he's on pole. I don't feel like it's very important, but Riley, since I haven't heard you talk in what feels like forever, do you think there's any importance on winning the pole for a plate race?
Not really. I mean, you can get some like clean racing out there for a little bit, but eventually, like, it's not really gonna matter after like a stage or two, because you'll have people stay out in the stages, and then it just kind of ends up where it doesn't matter.
Well, this race is only 50 laps long, so a lot of these truck drivers are going to get impatient really fast. So, I don't know. Like I've said, the leader could be a sitting duck, or the leader could be having a great evening. It all just depends. We've seen guys in the past just start on pole and dominate. We've seen guys start on pole and get caught in that what does DW call it? Like the sucker hole or something? They get caught in the middle 3 wide and the whole field just drives past them in like 2 seconds. It's almost like comedy.
Wow,
Yeah.
4 times at the same exact time. That's crazy.
Oh yeah, I
Wow.
just noticed that 47.318
That's probably.
from 7th.
I think that's probably the most time lapse there's ever been in NASCAR Heat 5
Here's what I
lobby
don't
ever.
understand. If 4 trucks get the same time, how do they determine who starts first out of the?
Because there's probably milliseconds that the game also counts, but you can't see it.
I think it's finishing order if it's lap time, because I feel like Jackson finished the highest of all of them in like the qualifying
Well,
session.
because of the points, kind of tells you where they finished, so
Yeah,
it has to be
Oh yeah.
milliseconds then,
Yeah.
or random.
Yeah.
I feel like Heat 5 is too what's the word I can use on stream? Too
Too basic, too standard.
too
Looks like
standard to use a
theoretical.
legitimate randomizer or like a full lap time to determine that.
Looks like Warren's gonna miss the race. It's unfortunate.
Tragic.
Oh man. What engine inspired or something?
Yeah, just
Mm.
really a tragedy.
See, this is another good thing that a lot of people need to do is like check their internet before the race. I mean, you can't have good internet and on race day not have good internet but not know about it because you didn't check it. I think this should be a warning call for some people who have bad internet, or I won't say bad internet, but under par internet, that checking it is very valuable.
Looks like we're able to join.
All right.
We have about 27 drivers field.
To be fair, though, I do kind of feel for him. I mean, I've had so
Yeah.
many incidences where all week my internet's been fine, and then race day comes around and it just goes to the gutter.
He was one of those drivers who were doing really well in the clash, and a couple of restart mishaps put him in the back, and it was very unfortunate for him then. And now we see his bad luck strike him again on the day of the truck race.
So, who's your predictions to win?
You know what? I'm gonna pick Crab.
uh, I'm a pick shake and bake.
All right. And
I think
Green
I'll
is
go with
out.
Nike.
Away we go, and Season 6 has officially begun. Nike's got a decent start. I just noticed there is a lot of Gibbs trucks on the bottom.
Oh, and welcome to the Snake Hill.
Yes.
Oh, we got people. Oh, wreck in the back.
And we already got people dying.
There's some
Oh.
40s back there in the 8. Fluffy and Jake.
Jake. Oh, that's a bummer. Was hoping he'd have a good performance. First race back in trucks in quite some time. Doesn't look like it's...
2 stages.
I was going to say, not off to a good start, but still plenty of time for Daytona. As I will look at Shake's lap counter to see if we have...
Oh, contact!
Oh, dear. It's only a 9-lap stage, and we're already on lap 2, so...
9 laps only?
Yeah.
That's less than expected.
Well, it's only a 50-lap
Sikkim
race.
losing the draft. And Marner is as well.
Oh, and someone got put in the wall.
Let's see, who is that? 16?
It looked to be like the 16. Like,
Good cat.
yeah, Hood Cat.
And just to shout him out, while we have some silence, another name we haven't mentioned in a while. I know a few viewers remember or are old enough. Terrell the Phantom. I haven't seen him race since Season 3, if I can recall. But, ladies and gentlemen, he's back. He's in that 0-0.
Something's in the wall.
We're trying to kill each other for P17.
Someone was like
Are
almost
we
stalled.
under
It looked
caution? I think we're under
Yes, we
caution.
are.
We are under
Like. It looked like
caution.
someone was completely stalled on the track.
Looks like Kush was the one that got into the wall there in the 88.
Another former Truck Series driver who's been down in trucks for a long time, making his return. A lot of people in the off season going down into this Truck Series. They see how fun and competitive it is. They want to try it out. Personally,
How do you think about the new drive? Like, not I wouldn't say new drivers, but the pretty much retired guys coming back and joining up in this season. Do you think that would affect anything really tonight this season?
I don't think
Racing-wise?
it'll change much tonight. But however, in the grand scheme of things, things will shape out different. Just because tonight it's just Daytona, right? Anybody can win as long as you have 4 wheels on her. As we're back under racing here at Daytona, I believe we're going to have about 4 laps to go since they went to caution at 7.
I believe someone's already has lagged out.
Nice.
Good look.
Yep, one driver.
Oh, it was Marner.
Ah.
That's great.
Oh, Kush is on the apron a little bit. Had to get off the gas quite a bit.
Newly acquired driver from HMS ran a whopping 3 laps.
That has to be a new record.
Oh dear. As Terrell, is he taking the lead here? Looks like he's clear. Oh, Jackson Altman. Oh. He didn't quite take it. He thought about it, I think, for a second. Looks like they're leaving that 51 truck. Out to dry as he hits the wall. Does he come back down? He looks alright. Let's see who's in the 51. It's Boger. Oh boy, I forgot about that one.
Boger, he could be a polarizing driver, but you know, in recent years I've had some good races with him.
Let's go through the field a little bit. See some familiar names like Blakey T. Obviously Shake and Bake. Fluffy's maybe a little less relevant, but definitely not a new name. Sickham's not new. Always Jake, you guys familiar with. Marner's lagged out. Nike. And obviously, of course, back at Terrell in the lead.
The snake has not gotten any better. They're still hitting the apron somewhat.
It's like they're just trying to ride it up to the stage.
Don't think we have a whole lot of time. I think we're coming at 3, maybe even 2 to go. See where Shake's stream is at.
If that's the case, we're going to see a lot more happen very quickly.
Yeah, we're only at 2 to
Oh,
go.
here comes a 38.
So
38 going up there. Trying something. He does have a little bit of help now. The 8 and the 44.
Just going to need the inside to check up a lot for that to do anything.
I was gonna say I don't know about no 2 on 19 there.
That's the right idea, but you gotta get a little bit more luckier than that. Oh, there's a contact. Boger.
Oh dear.
We're 3 wide.
Coming the last lap in the stage, I'm gonna sense a lot of movement here.
Oh yeah, they're already moving back here. It looked like Boger got punted at the apron a little bit going to 3 and 4, saving it.
It's like the front's really content right now, but now there's got somebody backing off.
I'm gonna say it's the last lap of the stage. I don't think they're gonna be content for much longer. I know Nike ain't gonna be content.
Alright, this is gonna be really messy on this backstretch.
He's
13's gonna have a run.
Quickly.
Where will he go?
Here comes the run.
There you go.
They're going up.
Yeah, so
they don't have a lot of help.
Oh no, left out to dry.
Wow.
Yeah,
I'm actually kind of shocked. I thought he was gonna get more help. Guess not. He's not cool enough.
Let him now.
He's a newer driver, so he doesn't have the friends yet.
And it looks like they're just gonna ride out the end of the stage.
4 wide! 4 wide!
Terrell wins it. I don't know how they finished for 10th there. Holy moly.
That was a very quick 9 laps.
So Terrell, Jackson, Nike, small NASCAR fans in truck, he's in 4th. Atwix in 6th. I know GTRLL Sauce. I don't know who's in here. Krabs in 5th. My pick to win the race. GTRLL Sauce is in 7th. Atwix in 6th. I did that reverse. Said that twice. Logan Ames in 8th. Porty, you guys might remember him from the F1 side of things. He's in 9th. And Blakey T rounds out your top 10. So a lot of parity, a lot of big names, a few prior wins in the top 10, but still very early. 41 laps to go in the race. Going to be about 38 now. They do 300 cautions, so as we come back to green with Terrell still in the lead. And away they go.
Let's see, just checking if anyone lagged out. Nope, no one else has lagged out so far.
Only a 10 lap stage this one as well, so there's already only 9 to go.
Here's a snaky.
Man, I you know, for a game all about racing. Oh, yeah, came bad back there. Yep. You know, for a game that's all about racing, I never seen so many snakes in my life.
You know, I used to be the one with the GT puns, but I think
Oh, there's a wreck!
Oh, dear.
3-car wrecked.
Oh, just the truck? Oh.
Up 3 and 4.
Crap!
It's probably going to be a manual there.
You think so?
Could
It
be.
doesn't look like it. It looks
Could be
like
next time around.
Oh, the 21. Who's in the 21? Movement. Well, of course, Movement's making movement. His name's Movement.
So Eric's and Boger were the big leaders there after getting involved in that.
That was a cool move. I don't know if y'all saw that. Movement just went top to bottom and past 2 trucks. Got himself in a good position. I believe this is Movement's first season on GMS, if I recall.
Yeah, it is.
Newly acquired driver, looking to make a bigger impression than perhaps Marner did. Or get
Used to be
shuffled to P15 if he doesn't get back in line. You know, one or the other.
He's our Tom Brady pick.
Hey, they're moving right now. They're moving.
Oh,
Rewind.
oh,
no!
oh,
Oh no! Oh, this is terrible. Terrible wreck.
That's going to be a caution from the game. Yeah.
Oh, wow. That was just a mix between a lot of people saving the car, spinning and slowing up, coming back onto the track there.
It's going to be the same thing as last stage. Caution with 7 to go. We're going to restart with 4. Making it nice and easy for us here.
Ouch. That was very unexpected.
It looked like they were going to manual and then like maybe everybody didn't check up correctly. Not sure.
Yeah, that was weird. Because there's also people, if they were going to manual, I also saw some people swerve down a little bit and clip a couple of drivers' noses. Process. That was very interesting. But, you know, no harm, no foul. We're all still here. And we're about to go green. About 4 laps to go now.
Yep. 4 laps to go in the stage. We're back underway. Terrell's still in the lead. I guess he's had control of this race for a few laps. Who's in the 44? Dalator.
Yeah,
Dalator.
Another guy dropping down to trucks. I believe he was actually in Cup last season, right?
Either that or I know he was in the 17 at one point.
He was everywhere at some points. I don't really know. Regardless, he's here now. So I'm pretty sure I just saw Nike fence somebody for P15. But anyway.
Gotta do what gotta do.
Hey man, the P15. You never know when you're gonna need that. Yeah.
You never know, that position can make a big difference.
Oh.
Whoa. Talk about making a difference. Porchi really try to go for it. Shake and bake back here.
They almost wrecked in the tri-oval. Oh, they're almost wrecking back there for last.
Hey, you never know when that last place can come in handy. Pass someone. Oh! I mean, just saw a lag spike on my end.
Just goes to show that, you know, whether you're battling for the win.
Here's a move. That's not gonna be enough.
Yeah.
Check up in the back.
It's disorganized. I mean, they had the run, but it's just not organized back there.
It's 3 on 18. It's not gonna go very far.
However, we get like maybe 7 or 8 guys, more than, you know, just 3, then there's a chance.
And I see 1, 2, 3, 4 on the top of the whole field. Oh, there's 5. Hold on. The 13 truck says, I want to be part of this. I want to go to the back.
Yeah, but, oh, another one. Oh, that was close. That was a very tight window. Oh, 3 wide. 13 gets put in the wall. Oh.
That was a 40.
Oh, there we go. There we go.
We got a wreck.
Big wreck.
We got
I thought I saw a lag or something out there, and then somebody
big one strikes. That was the first big one of the season.
Oh,
there's lag.
Oh.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god!
Someone's going really fast up there.
Who is that?
Yeah, the 00 just turned into an Olympic gymnast.
Bellator's going very fast. If you want to switch to his.
Oh my god! What is happening? What is happening? Oh my god!
I wonder if I took a lap off the lap counter.
Did they lap everyone? Or did the race already ended?
No, it was under caution.
Yeah, that happened once before, I believe.
Oh my god. What was that? We have reports that was about land speed record of 350.
All right, Rebecca the Green and Shakes in the lead after all that. That was a real
You
shake-up.
know, I don't mind that.
We are in the third and final stage now. So I honestly couldn't tell you guys the stage results after what I just witnessed. Sorry about that. I don't know what to say.
I would just like to mention there's 3 GMS trucks in the top 4.
Well, now you've
That's
jinxed us, Riley.
gonna
Come
play.
on.
Well, I'm just saying it's gonna come into play here. You need friends.
You've been Hennessy the longest out of all of us. You know better than to jinx your own team, man. We got half the race to go here.
I think, you know, as much as we gotta get back to this racing, I don't think we're ever gonna forget about what we just witnessed under that caution. So we got Nike Boy here in the top 10. Maybe around that top 10 marker.
We're not even halfway. We're on 25 out of 52. Oh my goodness gracious.
Oh, the 20 just got punted out the way pretty much. There's a 51's gonna let the 4 in. Is he going to?
Where are you
Swerving 13. Oh.
And he's dead.
Around.
And he's dead. And Jackson Altman just T-boned him. And no caution.
That looks weird.
Well, the HPRL, the sauce is, yeah.
It's like he went for a hole that wasn't there. And it definitely was not there.
I think LL the sauce is, night's gonna be dampered after that one.
It's gonna be hard to stay in the lead lap.
You know, a guy we haven't mentioned tonight, in this little GMS line you were talking about, is a former GMS driver by the name of Eric Moose. I don't know
working with us, maybe?
if he's working with us or not. I do know that there's some trucks forming a line behind them, so like, if you wanted to be a gentleman and like block the top.
I do have some insider knowledge on the Rouse trucks.
Sources say.
They may or may not be working with us.
Hopefully, wink, that remains the same tomorrow. Wink. I'm gonna be left out to dry. Back to this race though. As I laugh in pain. Still kind of single file, just chilling right now. They realize they gotta make a green flag pit stop, probably no matter what, so no point in doing something that makes you look like an Olympic gymnast. That's early in the race still.
I'm surprised we haven't seen anyone fly yet, but we did definitely see some land speed records being broken with these trucks today.
Oh, I saw the 00 fly. They straight up ramped him in the sky. It was funny from my POV. The stream saw it. Man's dead. But, anyhow. Still single file. I wish I had more to talk about, but you guys see it. There's a lot of...
Yeah, file cabinet right now.
In real life, I call this single file boringness.
It's probably gonna be like this for a little while.
Yeah.
So how about that American flag out this time of night? Looks very beautiful.
Yeah. Sure does. As a Canadian. But, you know. We're gonna move on. Do notice how Daytona is sold out for a truck race. Don't think that's happened before.
We'd like to give out all the fans out here for showing up. We really do appreciate it. I know it may not be the best right now when it comes to entertainment-wise, you know, but you know what? It'll get exciting. It'll get more exciting. Trust us.
While we're doing shoutouts, well, I wouldn't say former, he probably still is going to do it quite a bit this season, but former truck full-time booth guy, Always Jake, is back here in the A-Truck in the draft, still with, I would say, a decent chance. actually making a pass right now. I thought he was about to get murdered while we were on him. I was shouting him out. Oh my goodness, Nike is not giving gentle pushes at all.
Kush is going to be right to the back after that.
Yeah, well, Jake and Kush are friends, so whatever I saw, I think they'll be amended. But Nike, oh my, this guy, they gotta slow her down on the pushes, man. I've been on Jake's view for about 5 minutes, and all I can hear is just constant smash sounds. And it's Nike's front end going into Jake's back end. And a nice leg spike. And Jake was just almost pitted.
About a lap or two, the field's about to catch 13.
Oh yeah, the 13 is gonna go a lap down.
He's going really slow.
The whole field just broke up. So,
Hey, what exactly is the rule about being a lap car? You're still able to work with your teammates?
Yeah.
Alright, so I might also play a little bit of a role.
Looks like he's just trying to drop back and then just catch drive.
Oh!
I think as long as you...
Oh, 98 hit the glitch and just opened the door for Logan to get right by him.
I think as long as you don't wreck anybody, all you really lose is, like, garage area reputation for working with teammates.
Yeah, because I mean, he's going really slow. It's going to be...
I'm not
unless he
even
gets it going.
focused on the 13. Look at how far in front Jake is right now. He's going to be a sitting duck when the pack gets back together.
It's a good thing it's not too wide.
Could get very interesting. Let's see what happens here. Oh, the day 9 goes up. And the 13 just gonna let them by from the outside lane.
Well, it looks
He must
cool.
have a lot of damage.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, 98. Oh! This is getting... Oh! Contact! Between the 17 and 99.
Oh, yeah, Taker's on pit. Rude.
I don't think that was willingly. I think I just watched that person get pitted.
Looks like Galator and...
Sickle him.
Yeah.
I don't know how willing that was, though.
Let's see, I'll watch it pit stop and see.
I also believe that they're on a 2-stopper now. I'm just trying so desperately to find the front guy, not to go through the whole field 3 times over.
Yeah, that definitely sped.
Yeah. So they're on a 2-stopper and they sped, so it's not great.
Yeah, they're gonna need some help.
But hey, there's always movement. Ain't that right, Riley?
Not Tom Brady.
Mr. Irrelevant, eh?
For the broad party of HPRL.
Oh, okay,
And
Logan aim.
Logan Aim has decided that he's going to aim for the rear.
Alright,
Because
hopefully
I
this
saw
is very smooth.
nobody else signal, and he's in front of everybody. So
This
that's going to
could
be
get
good.
very ugly. Well, I mean, if he has to get down quickly, though. Which he does. And a lot of people...
Oh, they're wrecking.
Oh! I thought someone to spin. I think we got one that sped on pit road. It was a small NASCAR fan, I believe, just sped.
I'll see what happens.
Yeah, he was locking him up. I mean, through smoke effects, you would have seen a lot of it.
There's 18 laps to go, 5 on fuel. I think they might get 23, so maybe they are good to go, but like, that being said, speeding's not going to help your case.
If Smod didn't speed here, this would have been... He didn't speed. Wow.
These
Yeah,
guys
all
are
of them are good.
These guys at the front, I'm looking at Shake. He could probably just take 2 and like however many fuel he needs to make it to the end and be fine. And just get on pit road smooth. Might even take none. Honestly.
Yeah, I'm very surprised by that speed. I know the game looks different spectating than it is actually being in the race, but he was really carrying a lot of speed. So, props to him for not speeding, because from my perspective, he was not going to make it.
Well, you know, from our perspective, HWIX set a land speed record under caution, so.
Oh yeah, on that. Oh, that's for sure. We got a great POV of that. I got a great clip in the Discord chat right now. The fans didn't come here for drag racing; they came here for NASCAR racing.
It's gonna be interesting when they pit and see where they come out.
Definitely. I really wish we had something better to talk about than pit stops and super speedway races, but it seems like that's how all of them work here in Hennessy.
It's like they're gonna stay out as long as possible.
Hey, who was besides Dalator? Who was the other guy that was involved in that land speed record?
Dalator? It was HWIX.
Okay, I was about to say maybe we could have got a clip of a POV from their perspective.
I had the POV from HWIX on stream of him ramping Terrell and then being pushed around the track at 300 miles per hour.
You know what's scary about that is they hit the in the trial world they hit the wall. So imagine if they never hit the wall. Oh, speaking about hitting the wall, somebody's gonna have to pit here and hopefully they don't hit the wall because that will mess up your day pretty bad.
They just need to make sure they don't speed.
It would,
Definitely.
but there's gonna be some selfish and greedy people. How are they going to execute this? Those guys are carrying a lot of speed.
I don't know.
Shake might be close. That was really fast.
52. Speed limit's 55. Shake should be fine.
Alright, well, props to him.
Shake is taking right sides and the exact amount of fuel we need to make it, just like I thought he would. So Shake's gonna come out fast too.
Yep.
There he goes.
I mean, if you're taking a can and a half fuel, you're gonna be spending that much time on pit road anyway, so might as well at least take 2.
Problem is, they don't really have much help.
I think if they'll get formed, they have enough. Especially considering he's still in 7th.
There's a group of cars that are in the trial right now that might pass. Actually, you know what? There might be a chance. I'm not gonna say they're gonna maintain. Oh!
I'm also not sure what the merging rule is, but they definitely were all on the track by the backstretch.
Yeah.
If you're the leader here, what do you want to do? Do you want to back up or do you want to just hold your ground?
If I was the leader, whatever will put you in the safest position. So if you have to back up a little bit to get to your teammates or your drivers you've been working with, do it. But in this case, you might as well maintain that gap as you can as much as possible because these guys are flying.
Right now, Fluffy Sacks is the leader. And you're being passed by the 44 and the 23. Those were the 2 trucks that pitted first that we thought sped. So I don't know if that's them getting their lap back or not, but...
Shake's going to have a tough time holding off.
Ooh. Oh! Looks like the 98 clipped the apron a little bit, came up the track, and it startled a couple of drivers back in this, what seems to be like a 7-8 car pack.
We're going to watch this battle, though, because I think this is going to be for the win. It seems like Jackson Altman has probably the best line behind him, and Shake, he's just... Oh?
Well, he almost got it.
He almost was able to defend it, but it's not looking like he will.
Yeah, you got cars working against him there. Not much you can do.
Quite a bit, too. 5.
Oh, Terrell!
Up there, though.
Oh, Terrell. Oh, a little bit of lag spike. Oh! Oh!
They saved that?
How did they save that?
Wow.
That's honestly amazing. How did he save that though? It's like,
I'd really like being in Jackson's position right now. Control everything.
yeah. See, the front of his car on my screen is a little damaged, so that means that he must have had a couple of, maybe mishaps into the wall and all that. So, if he, can overcome all that and now lead the race, this would be definitely a well-deserving win for him.
Well, maybe an interesting time to bring this up, but in the featured matchup for Jackson to finish the top 5 tonight, I did not think that was going to happen.
I actually predicted him to.
You just gave it the commentary's curse. Now watch him get put in the second row or something. Hit the glitch while he's at it.
Well, he's about
So
to
what's the
get...
situation with these two cars ahead of him?
So I believe they're the top 2. Because Jackson just entered 3rd, so it makes the most sense, right?
Who is that exactly?
Looked at the 90, looks like the 98.
That is Secure the Perks, and that is...
We got the strategy going.
Okay, what will these guys do here?
That is Secure the Perks and Porsche, dude.
Now with 2 trucks here, you can hold them off, for sure.
A lot better than 1 truck, for sure, yeah.
Well, I don't know if it's a lot better, because he's in the draft now, and he has a lot more momentum. If I can just...
One's gotta go low.
Oh, they block it! They do block it!
Oh,
Perfectly.
Boy. Here comes Shake.
Shake and bake!
Big move.
And wide. Movement goes with Jackson. He's getting fired.
Oh, the 3 wide! The 3 wide, 2 rows deep.
Oh, baby.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm gonna need to get a hold of Joker on the radio.
I don't know if that was impressive or...
Oh, Jackson tried to fake
but
him.
That would have worked out if he didn't get punted so hard. That was a brilliant move to help his teammate now secure the lead.
38 truck ahead will be Lapper, and the 02 of Small and NASCAR fan is in P4.
Man, how great it will be if Small can win this.
And my pick for the race, Crab, he's in P5. Come on, Crab, get her done.
I don't think we're done yet with the racing and the wrecks. I think we're going to see another big one happen pretty soon here.
You think the big one's yet to come? There's going to be some Olympic gymnasts in this field?
We're going to see more than an Olympic gymnast. We're going to see people trying to become airplanes.
What's the lap count?
We're on lap 45 out of 52, so I would say we're at 7 to go if my math is right. But
yeah,
we'll see for sure.
It's going to get interesting. Another lap or 2.
I believe it's 7.
It's 52 laps in this race?
Yep. The whole race is only 52.
That's an interesting number considering the fact that it's 50%.
Well, I don't make the rules here.
So, if it's 52 laps, wouldn't 50% of 100 laps, which is the 2.5 mile track, wouldn't that be 50, not 52?
It's because of the stage breaks.
Oh, yeah. I don't know, that just seemed a little off to me. Alright.
It's like Sony's trying to do something back there, get something going.
Oh, they got enough trucks to do it. Oh, NASCAR fan. I think the best position is like 4th on back. But really, if I'm the leader or 2nd, I also want to say that they're in a good position. That 3rd place, no matter what he does, I don't know. Oh, that was close. Because it's when the guys, I think this is a very difficult position to be in right now. If I have any one of these top 5-6 drivers.
Yeah, I don't really know. And I know a lot of them for a fact could be willing to make a move.
Oh, Oh!
Wow. That 99 is
Jackson is not going to
incredible
make it 10.
blocking.
Spa is backing up a little bit, but he could be also... Oh, no, yeah, they're going to get a huge run here.
That could also help the double zero, because it look like they're quite connected.
There is a lot of trucks left in this pack now. It's not no small pack. Easily 10 trucks. 10 or more trucks. Here we go. We see a huge bump. Is it enough?
Oh.
Ooh.
Found movement there.
Oh.
He got
Spa just...
killed.
Dang.
I wouldn't have made that move.
Yeah.
We're now at, I believe, 4 laps to go. Yeah, 49 out of 52, so that'll be 4.
Okay, so... With that 21 out, it doesn't really change much anything. It just moves the chains up a little bit more now by 1 car position, so...
No.
The 40 is out of gas on the backstretch.
Oh?
That is fluffy.
Oh, man.
How does he have a gas?
That's a good question. You should see him in about 2 seconds.
Oh, my
He
God.
put it last and falls on other people. How does he have a gas? Well, folks, this is why you fuel up. don't do what Fluffy did.
Speaking about fuel, we may not be sponsored, but the official fuel of NASCAR is in fact Sunoco. So
This is true.
that's a plus.
That's why there are signs all over the racetrack.
Yeah. Well, you'd be surprised. Not many people catch on to that stuff. They just watch the race.
But 3 to go. Nonetheless, now coming to 2. This is time. Pay windows open.
Porsche doesn't have a lot of experience in NASCAR, so you can already see one mistake here. He's gotten too far out ahead.
Hey, the outside lane is starting to come out, guys. Got 3 trucks up there.
It looks like Jackson checked up the former run, and that brought the outside, but I don't see it going very far. Jackson makes a move.
Oh, Jackson.
We're under 2 laps to go.
I saw him list a little bit.
Doesn't look like he's gonna go anywhere, and that puts small NASCAR fan in the prime position to make a move.
Outside, here's outside. I'll go up to outside. Small outside, small.
Oh,
no.
Oh no! Here comes Jackson.
Took full advantage of that.
Yeah, I would have went up there a lot quicker than Small did right there.
Is he clear?
Oh, he's not clear. He's not clear.
Oh,
He cleared himself. Oh, how mad would this 99 be after that one now? How many laps do we have left now?
We're coming to the white flag.
Alright. Ooh.
I'd keep laying off if I was Porsche.
Okay.
This is the last lap. God only knows what's gonna happen.
I don't know how he's gonna be able to hold off 2 lines. Because he's gotta pick one.
Oh,
Here comes Shake and Bake.
Oh, Spot's gonna try to sneak it in.
He's gonna be there too early.
May still get good position out of this though.
What?
Yeah, there's just nothing there.
Shake.
He didn't want to take it.
Why did?
Oh, that's not good. That's the race there.
And they called a caution. That's criminal.
Jackson, Small, and Shake top 3.
Wow.
Wow. So. That was quite interesting. Small saw a little gap, tried to take it, and not much room.
Wow.
I believe that's Jackson's first truck win.
How about that? First truck winner. First time winner.
Yeah, it kind of all went wrong whenever Porsche got 2 out far ahead, and that kind of put him in a really bad position.
that was actually really entertaining. But that finish that was a little anticlimactic. We were 4 wide, about to see who's gonna come to that line and get the checker flag. But how about Jackson getting it though, guys? You guys expected that?
I'm not really surprised.
I put in my featured matchup that he wasn't even going to get a top 5, and he won the race.
Yeah, I did the same thing too. I think everyone's gonna start switching over to it right now.
Oh, brother.
Wow.
Yeah, I actually got that one right.
Hey, you know what? Joker just said it. Movement worked his way back up to top 5, I guess. So, there's that as
I'll
well.
take it.
Small NASCAR fan. I believe that was his debut. He got second. If that caution doesn't come out, he could have had a chance to win the whole thing. Austin Cindric style. But,
Oh man. That top three is gonna be very interesting to interview now.
yeah, if you guys want to get them in here. Um,
Let's see if I can try to get it small.
that's... Ooh.
Jackson's probably already in here.
Oh, NASCAR fan. I told him good luck before the race, and I know it hurts to see him come in second after that race, but you know what? I think that luck helped him a little bit. I really do. Alright, I invited Small. What happened? Alright, who was that third and final driver?
So Shake,
Jackson Small, and then,
Shake, I believe.
no.
Yeah.
Was Shake? He got third out of all that stuff?
Yeah, pretty sure.
Hold on. He might have.
Yeah.
Hopefully we got it right. Um, we'll save the winner for last. I feel like we save the best for last around here. So we'll start with third. Shake and Bake. You here?
Yes, ma'am.
Well, just to inform you, all of your teammates in the booth were rooting for you, and then you just got absolutely freight trained. I'm sure it was
What?
comedy for
When?
everybody else.
Which time? After
Which time?
After pitting or
after pitting at the end, I mean, it happened over
oh
and
yeah.
over again.
Yeah,
Was like
it was pretty comical for me, honestly.
it was like that recurring nightmare, you know. But take us
Yep,
through
that's
your
what happens when you got no friends, right?
take us through your race. I'm kind of curious still about that last lap. I thought you kind of had a chance, and then you just kind of like gave it away.
Yeah, so I started like, I don't even know, 19th, terrible qualifying run. Worked my way up, and then there was like a wreck. There was a manual, and I got damaged. That turned into a game caution, pitted, and then played the race out, had some strategy, and then we got all separated on pit road, and we got freight train, and then actually on the white, I was behind Jackson, and obviously he's a pretty good plate racer. I was trying to back up, generate a run. He kept backing up with me, so I mean I couldn't do anything. And I seen the 17 coming up top. I thought I could get up there, but it was a little too late, so he was already on my quarter. And then I was just 3 wide, and it, went down from there. But congrats to Jackson on the win.
Very well said. Well, Riley, Papo, any questions for Shake?
Yeah, Shake, good job getting top three. Very well deserved after all the chaos that has happened. It wasn't the win, but you definitely had one of the more dominant trucks. Take us through those last couple of laps, knowing that you had the position and just got freight trained, unfortunately.
Yeah, well, I think I was riding around seventh place. They were trying to generate a run, and then they did, but I was also behind them generating a run, and they got all jumbled up. So that's when I took it to the outside, and we were too wide, maybe three wide for maybe a lap, and then Porchy kind of checked up on the bottom, so I got in behind Jackson, followed him for a lap, and then Jackson kept checking up when I did, and I mean, couldn't really do anything about it. But wouldn't have been up there without Eric's moves pushing me, so thanks to him.
Well, congratulations on your podium finish and nice start to the season.
Thanks.
Well, Riley, thoughts, comments, solutions?
I mean, that was just a good race. I mean, can't be mad about a third place at a track like Daytona. One question I had was, when you were coming out of pits at the about probably like 15 laps to go, I know she had your teammate probably 20, 30 car lengths back. Do you wish you would have kind of fell back to him in order to like have a little bit more momentum to hold off that pack that was on the way?
Yeah, well, I was talking to Joker about it. He said just go, but I seen the pack coming, and they were going to have a bigger run if I didn't have anybody, so I wanted to fall back, but he was telling me not to, so it was like, I don't know, I just did what he said, and yeah, well, that wasn't the right call, I guess, but it's whatever. You can't really control those when they're going 20 mile an hour faster than you, so, but props to them. They obviously got connected really well after pit road, and that's what ultimately brought them the win at the end, so, yeah.
Very well said. I guess since that's it for Riley there on Jake, you can head out of there. Congrats on P3, and hopefully you can uh, do what you normally do on the ovals.
Yep. I'd like to thank Joker, Riley for signing me again, Moose, the whole RFK organization over there, trucks, and my teammates for all helping out tonight. It was a small group, but turned out pretty good. So thanks.
Very well said. Well, since we did third place, and we're saving first place for last, that means we're moving on to second place. Small NASCAR fan, you still here? Well, your name is Small NASCAR fan, but that was definitely not a small debut by
On
any
podium.
means. Uh, P2, I think that's pretty good for Daytona, especially. Run us through your race and how the heck you went from God knows where to second. Fair enough. Since we started with Papo last time, we'll start with Riley this time. Riley?
I don't really have any question. It's just a solid race. Congrats on that P2.
Well, sorry for that. Uh, Papo?
Yeah, so Sma, nice job getting a second place with all these drivers. Definitely a respectable finish for Daytona. Um, like Speeds mentioned, you went from God knows where to second place. You took a gap that was there, you took it and made it work. So nice job, and yeah, nice job getting that second place finish tonight's race.
Well, that sounds like that was it for Small. A nice sigh and hard night's work at Daytona, I guess. Congrats on P2, and you can head to bed. You sound pretty young and tired, so uh, you can go ahead and do that. Uh, but last, certainly not least, considering you finished first, Jackson, I'm assuming you're still here. And crickets.
Oh,
Cool.
snap. I was muted. What up?
All
It's
right.
one Monopoly.
Okay. How about we organize 3 hour long marathons of Monopoly in about 10 minutes? Thank you. So Jackson, uh, congrats on your win. I know you were very happy about that. Discord kind of showed that. Those all caps messages. Take us through your race and just go through all your emotions, man.
Yeah, well, first I want to shout out all the Penske guys and Crab. Like, couldn't have done it without them. But then, yeah, third stage we made the call to pit super early, try and avoid all the chaos, and it paid off. And then at the end, I made a run. It didn't work, and I thought I was out of it, but I was able to get back up there and go back up to first.
Very well said. We'll start with Papo this time. Any thoughts, comments, solutions, questions?
Yeah, nice job. Those were some great moves to get to the lead. This is like, I believe your first truck win, first career win, something like that.
First truck win.
First truck win, so very well deserving. Last season in Xfinity, you surprised everyone at Watkins Glen. I think you kind of surprised a lot of people here at Daytona. So nice job getting that trophy. Go celebrate, and good luck to you in your future, getting more trophies hopefully.
Thank you.
Riley?
Well, good race, and I had one question. So you said you work in Crab, right? So I guess that he give you some expertise because he's like a plate race master.
Yeah, he's actually the best plate racer of all time. So he taught me how to race, and I was just doing it for him last year. Like last year, he got snaked at Daytona last year by a former member of the league, and then I had to win for him for get back for last year. And the guy was a SHR owner, so I had to make sure SHR didn't win.
Yeah. You could definitely say there was a lot of mayhem in that race.
Yeah, definitely.
But since it sounds like that's all for you, Jackson, congrats. Go celebrate. I think you're in the playoffs. I think that's how that works. So
Yeah.
I know you're happy about that since you just love being in the playoffs.
Yeah.
But I think that's it. I can
Yeah, thank
kind
you.
of sort of ended. Unless you guys have any final thoughts.
Yep. Good job, everyone in that podium. Good job, every truck driver that raced tonight. It's the Daytona race. I know it was a war for everyone. And yeah.
Nice. Well, I'm your host, Speed Racer. That was Papamosa, and Riley's super shy and quiet as per usual, but he was here. He did in fact help. But that is it for tonight. Tune in tomorrow. We got Xfinity at 7:30, and we have Cup following that for Daytona. 500 day, I guess. And besides that, have a good Wednesday evening, I guess, and we'll see you back tomorrow, hopefully.